Всем привет, друзья! Мы продолжаем играть в 16 Final Fantasy и продолжаем заканчивать дополнительные задания. Осталось, напомню я, мало заданий. 2-3. Но еще нужно сдать все потом в убежище. Ну, не все в убежище, конечно, но в основном все задания сдаются в убежище. Хочу предупредить, что, скорее всего, половина, даже больше, наверное, серии будет напичкана чисто диалогами, разговорами.
This be Nickelberg. Straight home now.
Ух ты. Микельбург.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar,
Король мертв.
where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He is staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did.
Bring us salvation.
At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Your friend with the cowl has been staying with me. Please, make yourself at home.
Сейчас прогуляюсь здесь, поищу что-нибудь. Ну, музыка играет настораживающе. Что-то неприятное здесь явно произойдет.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right.
Извиняюсь.
And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
Конечно, слышал.
I'll go find out what.
Вот и пиздец сейчас какой-то произойдет.
Beneath the flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her. Ready, brother? Ready.
Блять, нажал же, сука, ебучая, блять, бесит. Ну и почему ты ни в кого не попал? Ебать, что за дрочь? Похуй. Кто больше не подходит, блядь? Что я буду делать? Ждать стоять. Ну, какую-то сейчас ебанину здоровую притащит по-любому. Как-то всегда происходит. Огненный. Ну, огненных я еще не пиздил вроде. Ладно, поменьше матов. Хитрожопая. Давай, козел, бей. Блядь. Сука! Да ебучий в рот, ну, блядь, нихуя не видно было. Боже, ну почему, блядь? Почему я как шакалов пиздил их? Ну почему сейчас-то, блядь, не получается? Что происходит, нахуй? Блядь, вы посмотрите, это полный разъеб. Это что такое, блядь? Я уже даже лечиться перестал в конце, потому что, блядь, ну... Я уже думал, сдохну, заново начну, блядь, нормально подерусь. Если сдохну, значит недостоин выиграть, блядь. Но нет, я его под конец начал хуярить. Ой, вообще непонятно, что бы происходило. Пиздец, какая чушь, блядь, вообще. Это самое нелепое, что вообще в игре происходило.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation.
Ты им показал, типа, жертву?
By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord.
Так им пизда уже.
Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in.
Все, умирай.
Duty
Не хочу слушать.
serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
They are saved. should get this report to Cyril.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be, only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Еще один рехалк. Соберите 6 вывесок. Ой, блядь. Кто просил возвращаться? Надо сюда быстрее будет, наверное. Не знаю. Еще, кстати, нужно не забывать про доску для охотников. Но в этой серии точно не успею это сделать. Как бы мне не хотелось. Придется... Ой, Бля, я не знаю, сколько еще придется серии записывать, пизда. Я вон уже устал. А это какая подряд? 4-я, что ли? Пойду потом отдохну. Еще на работу сегодня, на обычную. Ну, в смысле, не то чтобы игры для меня это работа. Именно сейчас я немного подзаебываюсь играть. Перед отъездом хотел пройти хотя бы Final Fantasy. Не говоря уже об остальных играх.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. This won't be easy.
Да я же... Да, блядь, я нажимаю на ебучие кнопки, блядь. Алло, нахуй.
Big enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Так, прекрасно. Все? Вроде да. А, в убежище есть еще здание мне, блядь. Мне же мало. Хули, я готов тут... Я готов жить в этой игре просто. Почему бы нет?
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porter's Alder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Блять, сразу пошел туда.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Забавный квест. Лодочник.
Can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo and me will be waiting when you get back.
What do you think that thing? And how the hell is Sid gonna deal with that?
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, neither did you, I hear. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
Да.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you. Sid, I wanted you to know. I will be taking personal responsibility for Ember's combat training. And I will not let you down.
Хорошо.
There's something about it.
О нет, блядь, только не вы. А, это Гэв, все в порядке. Я думал, это опять это, которые готовкой занимаются, которые вечно это сначала говна поедят, а потом какой божественный вкус. Короче, странная хрень.
You alright?
Проблеск надежды.
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Ну и перевод, блядь, а.
Families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now. And I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with travelling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this. Can't say I've ever seen a silver chocobo myself, but I have seen one of their feathers.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him. Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Какие же облака ужасные. Пиздец вообще.
Test your resolve. Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about.
Ну, Джоша больше подходит на роль писателя.
It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Так, ну... С Арфакратом тоже закончили, как я понимаю. Ну, естественно, мне еще задание привалило. Куда уж без них. Ебать, блядь. Клайв, словом спасибо не выразить всю признательность за то, что ты добыл мне издалека. Благодаря этой книге я стала той, кем являюсь сейчас. Когда ее украли, меня будто лишили части самой себя. Я думала, что больше никогда не увижу этот текст, но теперь с твоей помощью вновь обрела целостность. Жаль, что мне дано лишь восполнить пробелы в твоих познаниях, а не залечить душевные раны. По этой причине я навеки буду в долгу перед тобой. Я не настолько глуп, чтобы поверить, будто одна пламенная речь уличной мелюзги позволит искоренить ненависть, копившуюся в сердцах долгие годы. Нельзя же очистить котел, просто указав на то, насколько он грязен. Нужны труд, упорство и, скорее всего, жесткая щетка, да ведро со щелоком, а также время. К счастью, оно у нас будет благодаря храбрости и лидерскому таланту, которые есть у тебя. Нам остается лишь решить, воспользоваться этим даром или потратить его впустую. Один мудрец сказал, не было бы счастья, да несчастье помогло. Хорошо, что среди моих друзей есть носитель столь яркого пламени, что укажет нам путь и к счастью. Ты вновь не побоялся броситься навстречу грозившей нам опасности, а я вновь сижу здесь и пытаюсь выразить на бумаге, насколько весь город благодарен тебе. Впрочем, эта победа воспринимается несколько иначе. В прошлый раз Нортридж почти полностью полагался на твою милость, а в этот в том числе и на самого себя. Столкнувшись с тяготами, мы осознали то, что должно было стать очевидным уже давно. Общего у нас намного больше, чем кажется. Крестьянин любит свой родной дом не меньше дворянина, не так ли? И носитель любит свою семью не меньше, чем любой другой человек свою. Эта любовь и помогла нам объединиться, обрести истинную силу. Если на наш порог заявятся рабы, акаши, разбойники и прочие враги, мы не дрогнем и не станем колебаться, а просто сразимся с ними и победим. Беспокойство за Джил. Айкон стал для Джил источником многих бед, однако потеря Шивы тоже оказалась в тягость. До отправки на небо мы, как добрые друзья, должны найти способ избавить бедняжку от такого бремени, хотя бы на время. Нужно обсудить этот вопрос с глазу на глаз. С глазу на глаз.
If Joshua was worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Помнишь, что ты сказал мне в ту ночь во вратах Феникса? Судьба Розарии находится в моих руках, а доминантов твоих. Но разве пламя наших предков не горит в сердцах обоих? Разве я не должен также защищать тебя? Ты был избран моим щитом. Пришло время мне стать твоим. Этого бы хотел отец и Сид. Они бы отринули судьбу и проложили себе путь сами. Клайв, позволь и мне поступить, как они. Быть твоим источником силы, Джошуа. Лорд Маркиз, я признателен вам за то, что не обделили своим вниманием людей, чьи имена указаны в книге мучеников. Этих вечных тронул бы тот факт, что сам первый щит оплакивает их души. Все мои братья и сестры служат Фениксу, и за него готовы отдать свои жизни. Однако я представляю, какой грустью наполняются их сердца от осознания, что больше не будет возможности исполнять свой долг. Надеюсь, они станут меньше сокрушаться, ведь теперь память о них хранит и гордый сын дома Росфилдов. Да сияет пламя Феникса в вашем сердце. Сирил, носитель пламенного пера. Блин, аж мурашки по коже тут от всех этих писем. Ой, серия уже получилась большая также. Ну, ой, на прощание гляну на доску для охотников. Она все не перестает пополняться новыми монстрами. Но все равно в первую очередь я должен закончить дополнительные задания, а уже потом думать об этих монстрах. Двоих этих записал. Мрачный жнец. Ай, черт. Мрачный жнец. Мыс Орсьер. Сенбрек. Мыс Орсьер. Сенбрек. Рыцарь сияющего сердца. Врата покаяния, Сенбрек. Ну, в общем, вот. Пока что меня ждут 4. Но опять же, за выполнение дополнительных заданий, за это время, пока я буду их выполнять все до конца, я думаю, появится еще задание. А с Джошуа поговорим уже, в следующей серии. На этом буду с вами прощаться. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь, а главное комментируйте, чтобы я мог с вами общаться. До скорых встреч!